Britain's former Prince Andrew has been released under investigation. He was detained on suspicion of misconduct in public office. This while he was working as a trade envoy on behalf of the British government. Now, the former prince is alleged to have shared confidential documents with Jeffrey Epstein in 2010, who by that time was a convicted sex offender. And former Prince Andrew, who's now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, has not been charged with a crime nor cleared of wrongdoing as the investigation continues. He is the most senior member of the royal family to be arrested since the 17th century. Some say this proves the fairness of Britain's constitutional monarchy. Others say it raises questions about how much the royal family knew and whether they may have protected him. Earlier, we spoke to our correspondent, Bénédicte Paviot, to find out more.
It's the morning after the day before, and what a 24 hours it has indeed been. And you're absolutely right. That accountability, I think, is the key word here. So after the shock, the relief almost, I think, across the nation, that accountability and that indeed nobody is above the law, not even, and it has to be reminded that Andrew is still eighth in the order of succession. And that is something that increasingly is coming up, not just publicly, but also in conversations across the land. So what's happening on the police front is that we have got this Thames Valley police that are continuing now their investigation. What we don't know, and I think it's important to underline this, we don't know if Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, during the 11 hours under which he was arrested and in police custody, there we're seeing him go back last night to his new home, Sandringham Estate. We don't know if he cooperated, if he was advised by his lawyer or lawyers to answer fully the questions that he was asked. We don't know the line of questioning either. But it is important to underline that the reason for his arrest, it was not, it seems, at all about Jeffrey Epstein, sexual trafficking, and any interaction that Andrew may have had on that front. This is about his role as a UK trade envoy, and a misconduct in public office is a serious offence, ultimately punishable by life. But he hasn't been charged yet, as you underlined in your introduction. So there were two searches going on, one of his new home in Sandringham, on the Sandringham estate. That one we understand is finished. But the other one, where Andrew lived for over 20 years, Royal Lodge, which is a royal residence, is, we understand, underway. And I think what's important to say is Parliament is in recess, so they're on holiday. MPs are on holiday, so are the Lords, so the lower and upper chambers. When Parliament comes back next week, that will be the key thing to watch out for, and to see what questions are asked of the Prime Minister, of ministers. I think we're going to get an awful lot of questions, for example, about the fact that he remains a Privy Councillor, and also that he is eighth in line to the throne. Should that go away? But police forces across the country, still 8 other police forces, assessing whether they should also investigate, question him formally and publicly, and possibly in the future charge him.